like $500 each brick. So they said the body, so he got caught with 25 grand worth of heroin. From what we're gonna get that in the story too. But the white man is hunting our steps, man, with these drugs. The opioid epidemic is taking out his goddamn children now. Before it was taking out ours. And he put all that blame on our brothers, the tribe of I.S.U.P.K, to try to make it seem like they the ones that's crossing the border and smuggling all the cocaine in. That one came up in the ship and goddamn Philly. With not one Mexican owner. The hell is wrong with the white man? Read on.
Come on, sir. Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 18. They hunt our steps.
They hunt our steps. Go ahead.
That we cannot go in our streets.
We can't go in our streets. Number one, they put the drugs in our neighborhood, then they hunt our steps to see if you're selling drugs. You can't even go in your streets, even if you don't sell drugs, because the white man is hunting us, man. We can't go on our streets due to the violence from gangs and due to the violence of the people that are hooked on drugs, man. Trying to get high, trying to get by every day. Why they addicted to heroin and cocaine. And they trying to maintain, they goddamn high. You trying to maintain your damn life. And a white man is meanwhile hunting both of us. And using the petty damn drug dealer that's trying to do the same thing, but he ain't got no damn job, so he's turning to drugs to get his money. Because without it, he would not be able to feed any damn thing, man. White man is hunting our steps. It's like a maze. He ship you the drugs in, then he lock you up for the drugs, man. He gets you hooked on a goddamn drug, then he make it seem like you the reason that you got hooked on the goddamn drug. Then he make it seem like you just a poor and helpless nation that's full of drug addicts and drug dealers. And you need his help, and you gotta beg him, and he gotta spend his time to get you off the drugs that he shipped in. But if we had the laws of the Most High in our nation, man, they could ship in damn $5 billion worth of cocaine and heroin, and none of it would ever come into our community. Or even if it came into our community, it wouldn't reach our nostrils or our veins, man, or our lungs. We wouldn't be getting high off the goddamn drugs. Read on, Maya.
Come. Our days are fulfilled.
Go ahead.
For our end is come.
Our end is near. That's what it feels like. It feels like, damn, our end is come. I feel like our days are fulfilled. Like we up there in age, like our end is near, man. We about to just fade out soon. That's what it feels like. Because the white man, he's so diabolical, man, that he is like, yo, listen, I can't even get the right words to say, man, because he's such an evil monster, yo. Listen, do you hear what Donald Trump is saying? He's saying the reason he needs to build a wall to stop the tribe of I.S.U.P.K from coming in is because they rapists, they drug dealers, and murderers, according to him. Well, a goddamn $1 billion worth of drugs came from some white men.
Right.
On a damn ship, man. On a cargo ship. And he's blaming us for it. That is the main reason we say you want to build a wall. Well, lo and behold, Patrick McGillicuddy is the goddamn bastard shipping in all of the goddamn cocaine, right? $1 billion worth of cocaine. You telling me that some brothers and sisters from the tribe of I.S.U.P.K that's trying to get over here got $1 billion on the cocaine coming in while they on foot walking miles to get a better life? Nah, man. They trying to escape the goddamn cartel who work for you, Mr. White Man. White man is the devil. Read on.
Come, sir. Verse 19. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles.
Read that again.
Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven.
Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heavens, man. The white man, he's swifter than the eagle. The eagle flies down, swoop down on his prey. You know what I mean? The white man is swifter than how an eagle swipe down on his prey. The white man, listen, the eagle doesn't build a trap that the prey can't get out of, then swipe down on the goddamn prey. Eagles don't do that. They just get up out their nest every morning, stretch their wings, and get ready to hunt a meal. The white man, and listen, they gotta find that meal that they hunt them eagles. The white man, he builds the whole damn scene. He gets up in the morning, builds the scene, sets it up, make laws so that you can't step out of the boundary or the trap or the cage that you in. And then he swoop down on you and say, it was your fault. You got stuck in this cage. You knew you shouldn't have been in this cage when you the one that put him in the cage. Then you brainwash him to make him say that the goddamn cage, he shouldn't leave the damn cage. You make laws to say he can't get out the goddamn cage. Then you come in the cage and beat the hell out of him, shoot down on him, and devour him as a prey, man, as a damn meal. The white man is swifter than a goddamn eagle, man. He's a wicked monster, yo. Read it.
Come, sir. They pursued us upon the mountains. They laid wait for us in the wilderness.
They laid wait for us, man. They pursued us and laid wait for us in the wilderness, man. That's the white man. He laid wait for us. He pushes drugs in our community, then lay in wait for us, man, to sell the damn drugs.
Right.
In some cases, if you don't want to sell the drugs, he just put the goddamn drugs on you.
Right.
He just put the drugs on you. Then when you say, all right, you know what? I can't do this no more. I can't do this no more. I can't feed my family. All right, I'll sell the drugs. Then he gives you more drugs to sell for him. Once you have given up, you say, damn, I gotta just do something to feed my family. Let me go sell some drugs. Then he see you selling drugs, and he bring you drugs to sell for him. If you don't sell the drugs, he just plant more drugs on you and take you in. And go on to the next goddamn prey. The white man is an evil monster, man. Read on. You know you're at the end of verse 19. Give me Psalms 10 and 8. White man is an evil bastard, man. They got caught. They just found $1 billion worth of cocaine. Not coming out of Mexico. No. Not some Mexican so-called one of our brothers from the tribe of Yashikar smuggling it in, bringing it underground, bringing it under the gate, under the American border. They found that on one of them damn cargo ships that the white man owns.
Right.
Now who we gonna blame it on? Who the hell is the white man gonna blame it on? He shipped $1 billion. Now wait a minute. Where is Donald Trump to say we need cops on the to search every cargo game thing? We need cops to figure out who is working these cargo ships. We need cops to figure out what we need a whole entire army to search cargo ships and to search the applications and do monthly and weekly checkups or every damn day checkups on the people that work on the goddamn cargo ship. It didn't just appear there out of nowhere, did it? We need the CIA to do that. Talking about build a wall. You goddamn kidding me? You gonna build a wall and $1 billion of cocaine will come in on the ship. Dumb. White man is, he's an evil monster, man. Give me Psalms 10 and 8. And he knows exactly what he's doing, yo. Like that bastard, the white race, the white man, Donald Trump and his entire family, his whole entire race, his house. They know exactly what they're doing. This ain't nothing new to them. This is just another, like I said, about the eagle that wake up and stretch his wings and look for a prey. This is another day to the white man. He just wake up, look for his smiley face cup, and get to hunting Israel, man. That's it. That's all he do. And it's just another prey to devour. Another day to wipe out the Lord's chosen people. I agree. I'm my young brother for sure.
God. Psalms chapter 10, verse 18.
Go ahead.
To judge the fatherless and the oppressed.
No, Psalms chapter 10, verse 18.
Come. Verse 8. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages.
The white man, he's sitting in the lurking places of the villages, man. Listen, what's the villages? Our cities, man. Our neighborhoods, our ghettos, the barrio. That's where we at, the reservations. He sits there. He sits in the lurking places. Go ahead.
Come, sir. Like it. In the secret places, though, he murdered the innocent.
And in the secret places, he murders the innocent. The white man, he is a swift and cunning hunter, man. He ain't got to put a bullet in you to kill you. He ain't got to put a spear or a bow and arrow in you to kill you. He ain't got to strangle you with his hands to kill you. He'll give you poisonous goddamn food. Right. All these damn Egyptology homos is all big on, oh, you gotta eat this and eat that. Meanwhile, they are sucking their own penis and swallowing the cum. But the white man, he give you drugs also. He don't just gotta give you poisonous food. He'll give you a damn drug that you can't focus daily on without having that drug. You know how powerful heroin is. And listen, this is why his kids is stuck on a goddamn opioid epidemic. Because all those pills have opioids in them, which is heroin. After so many pills, listen, you can't take the same amount of pills every day, y'all. Your tolerance goes up. You start off with one Xanax, one Percocet, one Oxycontin. You start off with one, before you know it, you had two. A little later on, two ain't working. You're like, let me get four. You just skip three, go to four. They ain't taking four a day. Then you go up a little bit higher. Man, they need about five. Eat 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, 1 at night. Man, now your tolerance is getting higher. They need 8 of them. 8 ain't working for you. And they need 10. Need 2 every couple hours. Because your tolerance is so high. But 10 Oxycontins is a lot of money, man. 10 Percocets and Xanax or Xanny bars, that's a lot of money, man. Them white children is popping them damn pills, chopping them up, snorting them, doing all types of craziness, man. To the point where that money starting to get a lot. 10 Xanaxes, 10 Percocets, and they spending a ton of money on them. Until what? Until they say, damn, I'm running out of money. What's the next best thing? Heroin. $5, $10. Get you some heroin, and you be higher than you've ever been. From what I heard brothers that went from pills to heroin, they said it's cheaper and you be higher. And the high is better. So now the white man is getting strung out on goddamn cocaine and heroin, right? Because he's a goddamn monster. And the Lord is giving him reparations for all the drugs he has sold to blacks and Hispanics, man. All right. And he deserves it. He deserves those reparations. I'm fighting for the white man to get more reparations for the drugs he sold, man. Get them little teenage, little evil devil monsters, get them more high. Get them more caught on cocaine, man. So they can see how it feels when it's their children and their family members strung out on heroin and cocaine, man. shipping $1 billion of cocaine. I got another story. Read this story right here. Read this story. I gotta get y'all this story real quick. This is another story that came out in New Jersey last year, right? A cat got caught. This cat, Gary Fox, he got caught with 83 bricks of heroin and got sentenced to 6 months of rehab. Now, once again, a brick of heroin is not the same as a kilogram of heroin. A kilogram of heroin is like 80 grams, probably 100, right? A brick of heroin is only 50 bundles of heroin. 50 bundles of heroin. So, okay, I mean, it's 50 bags of heroin. So it's around $500, right? He got caught with 83 of them. So that was around, the story said it was 4,150 doses of heroin. I'll give you, can you take this? I'll give you the story to read. Oh, you got it up there, Most High in Christ. Go ahead and read that for me, Malak.
New Jersey dealer caught with 83 bricks of heroin.
83 bricks of heroin. Once again, a brick of heroin is 50 bags of heroin. Go ahead.
Gets 6 months of rehab.
He got 6 months of rehab. You get caught. I know people that got caught with a bundle of heroin. They did like 10 years. Literally. They tried to give him attempted murder. Some of them brothers, man. Because the heroin is killing people. You can face attempted murder unless you're the white man. Unless you're Patrick McGillicuddy, you don't get no time, you get all the time in the world unless you goddamn Patrick McGillicuddy. Go ahead. Or unless you Eli Peterson, and you get no goddamn, you getting all the time in the earth while they're getting no time, man. 6 months of rehab, he didn't even go to jail. 25 grand worth of heroin, he didn't even go to jail. Now you know the white man is just a evil, he's a devil, man. He's a deceiver. He make it seem like he is just, but he ain't just. He don't give a damn about the poor. He don't give a damn about nobody that ain't a white man. And you got to be a white man with a little bit of pull. If you ain't got no pull, the white man can care less about you, man.
Right.
$25,000 worth of heroin. You got rehab. And listen, read down the story. You're gonna get the whole thing.
An admitted drug dealer who was caught with about 4,150 doses of heroin worth $25,000 was sentenced to just 6 months of rehab and 5 years of probation.
6 months of rehab and 5 years probation. Wow. For $25,000 worth of heroin. Now listen, you name a brother that's in jail for heroin, ask him how much he had. Ask him how long he got. Some of them brothers turned into old men in those prisons, man. From half them, not even half of them on the heroin that they fasted and sold. You read down, right? They gave him, he got a bail. His bail was $60,000, right? The bastard made bail. Of course he made bail. He got caught with his $25,000 worth. You don't think he's gonna make a $60,000 bail? And he got caught with marijuana. He got caught with a ton of different things, man. But they made his bail 60 grand, and I read the update. He post bail. Listen, they gave him a bail of 60 grand with no 10%. Like if you bail 60,000, then you gotta pay 6,000 to get out. 10% until your trial comes. They didn't give him 10%. They say you gotta pay the whole 60. He paid it. He out of jail. Free. Until you gotta go to his guy. He probably in the rehab now. He probably out of it. That was 2017. 2019. He's home selling more heroin again. on probation, paying off Eli goddamn McGillicuddy and Patrick Dan Peter Schmidt all their money they need to keep him out of jail. Okay? Meanwhile, we serving life sentences, attempted murder, 15 and 10 and 5 years of the pettiest amount of drugs. Let me tell you why. Give me Proverbs 16 and 27. We can't sell drugs. I'll also give you a which shall be put to death. In the Bible, man. We can't sell drugs. We ain't paid to be drug dealers. That's not what the Lord wants his people to do. The white man can go sell all the heroin he wants. The white man can go sniff all the cocaine he wants to sniff. He can smoke all the crack rocks. He can have the most gigantic blunt in his goddamn mouth. That's on him. He ain't getting no reparations for breaking the Lord's laws. We are. His reparation is going to come, but he's not getting the reparations now. He hasn't been granted the reparations right now. Right now, we have been granted the reparations. We've been repaid for all the evil and the sin that we have done. We living out our reparations. The Lord giving us our reparations. And the white man gonna get his too. We can't be drug dealers, man. We can't be goddamn prostitutes and homosexuals. Let's get smoking weed in the Bible. Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 16, verse 27.
If we do these laws, they can ship in all the damn coke they wanted to ship. They can leave it right outside the school. They can just sit it all there. This could be their drop-off spot. They want to drop off all the cocaine outside these doors. Let them do it. Let them sit it right on the sidewalk. Guess what? Nobody needs PK gonna touch it. They're like, yo, I got to move this, man. This is in our way. Imagine if our nation had those laws. They could sit a kilo of cocaine on every doorstep, and we would treat it like a doormat. We would never open it. Or we would just throw it in the trash on trash day.
Right.
Or we might not ever touch it because the white man may catch you throwing it in the trash and they hunt your goddamn steps, man. Dating you, because he's a diabolical bastard, man. We gotta know that we can't get high. And this is the Bible. Go ahead.
Verse 27. An ungodly man digs up evil.
An ungodly man digs up evil. Marijuana is a plant. You gotta plant that plant. You gotta dig it up and cut it down when you're ready to smoke it. Cocaine is a plant. Heroin comes from the opioid plant. Right? Am I correct? They all come from a plant. You gotta dig up that plant. You gotta dig up the dirt. You gotta plant the opioid in the poppy seeds, man. You gotta put them in the dirt. Once it's grown, you gotta take it out the dirt. You gotta dig it up, bring it out the damn dirt. Read.
Come, sir. An ungodly man diggeth up evil.
And you are ungodly, man. This was some idiot tried to say at camp. He tried to say, but food come from a plant. Yeah, right. Nigga, you're not sniffing potatoes, are you? You're not putting potatoes up your nostrils. You're not chopping broccoli up and sniffing broccoli, are you? Yeah, I bet you're not. Because it don't get you high, dumb. If it did get you high, you would do it. And wouldn't. They call weed broccoli. But they ain't actually smoking regular broccoli, are they? It doesn't get them high. So we know that this is talking about someone that is ungodly. He's doing this to do for the purpose of being a wicked monster. Right. Potatoes ain't evil, idiot. But listen, now if you smoke a potato, you are a ungodly man. And guess what? You ain't gonna get high anyway. But you ungodly for what you are trying to do with what the Lord has put in this earth.
Come. An ungodly man diggeth up evil.
Go ahead.
In his lips there is a burning fire.
And his lips are as a burning fire. You put the blunt to your mouth and smoke it. Put that cigarette, put the tobacco, can't forget about that, to your lips. And you smoking the damn tobacco. Put the black and mild in your mouth. You smoking the black and mild. put the damn vapors, damn thing, and you smoking the damn vapors, man. You ungodly if you do that. If Israel knew these laws, we wouldn't even get high. They could drop off all the pounds of weed, all the bricks of coke, all the kilos of heroin. They could sit it right outside our doorstep. All the crates of guns that we will be taking. But we won't be killing each other with it.
Right.
And we won't be getting high off these drugs. The drugs will just sit there. The guns will disappear. Who knows what happened to them? But it won't be murder in our streets, man. You can't get high. You're ungodly, man, if you're smoking anything. People don't include cigarettes. Why? Because they don't get them high. No. You are ungodly. And your lips is as a burning fire. You a wicked mug if you're doing that, man. Give me this right here. Give me Proverbs. Hold on. Let me get it for you real quick. Let me get it for you. Give me Proverbs real quick. Hold on. Where is it at? Give me Ezekiel 8 and 17. Let's get into the cocaine. That was marijuana. That was all of it. The cocaine. You got to dig up evil, man. That's tobacco, marijuana, coke, heroin. It's all right there. You got to dig it up. It comes from a plant, and you're doing something ungodly with it. That's all we need is these laws. We would never even get high. The white man can ship $50 billion worth of cocaine into our neighborhoods, and we wouldn't even touch it.
Right.
Right now, he's only shipping $1 billion of cocaine into our neighborhoods, and who knows where that's going to go, man? Who knows whose nostrils that's going to go in? Who knows whose lungs that's going to go in? Who knows, man? Read Ezekiel 8 and 17.
Say 8.
8 and 17.
Ezekiel chapter 8, verse 17. Then he said unto me, hast thou seen this, O son of man?
So the Lord is asking us, he asking Ezekiel, said, have you seen this, O son of man? Go ahead.
Come. It is a light thing to the house of Judah that they commit the abominations which they commit here.
So it's a light thing to us, man. To the tribes, all 12 tribes, man. You know what I mean? To the tribe of Judah, to the tribe of Benjamin, to the tribe of all 12 tribes, to the tribes of I.S.U.P.K. All 12 tribes. Now it's saying, is this a light thing? Israel. At this time, it was just the northern kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, right? So, but now it is all the 12 tribes, man. We all doing this thing right here. Read. So is it a light thing? Does this mean nothing to you, Israel? Go ahead.
For they have filled the land with violence.
We filled our land with violence. Gang violence, black on black crime, regular just violence that comes from drugs, which is mostly gangs. Is what black on black crime is about. Besides brothers sleeping with somebody else's rig or getting their sneakers stepped on, it's mostly about drugs, man.
Right.
Gangs war over drug terror, man. What set do you claim? They war over drugs. Go ahead.
Come. And have returned to provoke me to anger.
And they returned to provoke the Lord to anger. That's what we did. Why? Because we said the Lord obviously asking us, like, does this mean nothing to you? That you pissing me off? And I'm about to stretch forth my hand. You provoking me to anger. Is this a light thing to you, Judah? Is this a light thing to you, Israel? You think you're just gonna piss the Lord off and it's all good, huh? We just gonna get on the Lord's last nerve and everything is gonna be cool. Let's see what we was pissing the Lord off with. Go ahead.
And lo, they put the branch to their nose.
They did what?
They put the branch to their nose.
They did what?
They put the branch to their nose.
They put the branch to their nose. Cocaine. You taking your blood. You smelling the blunt. You smelling the weed.
Right.
The branch to your nose, man. Man, what's that? That's that weed right there. Smell that? Yeah. Cocaine. Nah. Putting the branch to our nose, man. Go ahead.
The backwood.
The what?
Backwood.
The backwood. They smelling the backwood right out the pack, man. Go ahead.
It's like I said, it's like that loud, that kush.
Yeah, it smell like that loud. That OG kush. Damn. Take brothers back into the world with the kush, man. OG kush in the purple haze. Yeah, smell this right here. Look, yeah. That purple. It's that sour diesel. Damn. We put the branch to our nose, smelling the weed, sniffing the cocaine, got the backwoods. But oh, listen, I'm from the tribe of Benjamin. We got the Bonta leaf. What about that? You know about that, Damayam, your mom is Benjamin, right? You know about that Bonta leaf, man. Put the damn with the sour diesel and the Bonta leaf. Yeah, man, and the wagwan and all that. Putting the branch to your nose, man. And the Lord said, listen, y'all think, is this a light thing to you? Is the sour diesel and the Bonta leaf, does that mean nothing to you? That you're getting on my goddamn nerves, man? That you provoking me to anger? Read on. So once again, that's in the Bible. We can't get high, man. You can't be, listen, people act like, well, I don't sell drugs. No, but you are a drug addict. It's the same thing. If you're a drug addict, you're a rapist. If you sell drugs, you're a murderer. If you smoke cigarettes, you're a child molester. That's it. It's all the same sin. You sleep with whores, you're a homosexual. I mean, it's easy. You're a homosexual when you smoke cigarettes. It's the same thing. You smoke weed when you're a homosexual. Where's the sin? Where's the difference? Read.
That was the end of the verse.
Yeah, I want you to read 18.
Concept. Therefore, will I also deal in fury.
Therefore, the Most High dealt with us in fury. Go ahead.
My eyes shall not spare, neither will I have pity.
And the Lord didn't have no pity, nor did he spare us. Because the white man is being the monster in the earth that he's supposed to be. The Lord's whipping stick, man. To show Israel just how much we bring the Lord to his anger, man. We made the Lord stretch forth his hand on us by taking it as a light thing to be witches and drug addicts and whores and prostitutes and lesbians and homosexuals and adulterers. I mean, it's like, it's nothing, man. It was nothing to us. It's nothing to the Lord to punish us. We know that's for sure. So like, go ahead, get him. He high anyway. Go ahead, get him. Hey, here the cat slide up on you, blow your damn brains out. Some cat you was arguing with 2, 3, 8 years ago, slept with his rig, slide up on you and blow your goddamn brains out, man. Read on.
Common concept. Oh, like I said, I gotta say. And though they cry in my ears with a loud voice, yet will I not hear them.
And though we cry to the Lord, oh God, Jesus, please, not today, Jesus, please take the will. Take the will for me, Jesus. Mr. White Jesus, I love you and praise you. Though we cry to the Most High. Go ahead.
That was it, sir.
Read again the last part.
And though they cry in my ears with a loud voice, yet will I not hear them.
Yet the Most High ain't listening to that, man. He hear you hitting the crack pipe. He hear you off the weed. You think he's gonna listen to you after that? He hear you sniffing the cocaine. He hear you doing it. You think he's gonna listen to you now? While after you go and praise white Jesus and go get high and sleep with whores and smoke your pack of cigarettes for the day, you hear the light. You trying to light the damn black and mild, man. He heard it. Now you want to come pray to the goddamn Lord and ask for help. Now that you suffering, sitting in the goddamn jail cell, or your son is dead in the goddamn streets from whatever, from some cop rolling up on him and his girlfriend while they sit in the damn car with their kids. You at the funeral crying, oh Jesus, please, please. With your damn cigarette in your mouth, man. I need a light. Why are you crying, man?
Right.
Lord ain't trying to hear that. Let's go on to Proverbs. This is the reason why we've been getting high. That we just read in the Bible that you can't get high. You can't sniff cocaine. You can't smoke weed. If we knew not to get high, also give me this right here. Give me which shall be put to death. I'm gonna find it for you real quick too, just in case. Let me tell you something, man. The white man can ship all the crack and cocaine he want to ship it to the goddamn ghetto. If we knew these laws, we would not even touch it. We wouldn't even touch it. It would just sit there. Can you imagine how many drugs could pile up since 1969? We be go ahead.
It will literally flood the community.
It would literally flood the community. Listen, when it rains, you would not want to go outside. You're like, oh damn. Like I ain't trying to get no coke stuck in my toenails from the rain, stuck on my damn jacket. You know what I mean? It's piled up, chunked up cocaine on the bottom of your boots.
Right.
Every time it rains, it's just, you hope like, I hope none of this getting out of water. I've been feeling real funny like this week, drinking this spigot water. I wonder what is the problem. I don't know. I can't stop drinking spigot water. Something is going wrong, doctor. Oh. Damn, because it'd be piles of cocaine sitting on the goddamn streets in heroin, right? You know what? It wouldn't pile up that much. You know who would be coming to get it? The white man. His white children. Hey, guy, hey, where's the local, where's the nearest, like, cocaine stop? I know you guys invest, but where is it? Oh, yeah, it's right down, Billy. Go ahead. Awesome. Yeah, it is awesome. Yeah, you know what else would happen? Our streets would start to smell like dog from all the white high idiots that listen, there would be a lot less doctors. Oh, that's free cocaine on the streets. Your doctor would never make it through college. They would be stuck in your neighborhood. You'd be like, yo, man, like, yo, y'all starting to stink, bro. We got buckets for y'all. We got to wash y'all up, man. Y'all can get washed. Y'all need somewhere to get washed up, and y'all making the entire street stink. Then you might just see your doctor slide through your hood, grabbing one of those cases of cocaine, and get back in her Uber. You be like, yeah, I'm going to be switching my doctor from her very soon. Did you see Miss something? Did you see Patricia Ulowitz last week over there grabbing that brick of cocaine? Ain't that just yeah, what's they call that, OBGYN or whatever the hell they is? I don't know. For the women. Didn't you see Patricia down there last week grabbing up all the heroin she could get? I heard they have like college cards somewhere. And that would be the white man's life. He would be the damn no drug addict. We would be telling Donald Trump, we need to build a wall in the ghetto. We want to build a wall to keep out your goddamn drug addict children, Mr. White Man. Bro, give me Proverbs, man. This is the reason why. Go ahead. You got something else?
I went to the witch.
Why? Give me that, right? Which shall be put to death? Go ahead.
Come, sir. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live.
Listen, we shall not suffer a witch to live. If we knew those laws, we wouldn't even touch the cocaine, not to get high or to sell the cocaine. A witch it comes up with a potion. They whip it. That's what a witch does. She got her pot, And like the general bring out, it's always some old woman. That's all she do. She just cook a ton of food, sweep the goddamn streets, and help everybody out with the goddamn issues, man. And give them little potions. Oh, look, here's the remedy for this. Here's the remedy for that. Oh, you sick? No, this is all you need right here. Witches, they do things, they whip up a potion, right? Or sell you a potion, or give you something that is going to alter your state of mind and alter whatever it is. If you ever notice them shows, the witches always got to alter somebody's life. I wish I could have this, or I wish I could change that. But listen, witches change your life. Go ahead and sniff some heroin one time. You will not be the same ever again.
Right.
You will take a goddamn miracle to get you off of heroin, man. Go ahead and pop 10 Oxycontin. You will not live to see tomorrow. Man. Don't take 2 Xanny bars and tell me how you feel later. That alters your mind state. And once again, and this is what kills me, a lot of Egyptologists be like, well, weed comes from the earth. Yeah, but you ain't have to smoke it. You get weed in the pill form. If the doctor says you need it, we honor the physician. You get into a car accident, they are going to give you goddamn Oxycontin or Percocets, man. I think Xannies is for like schizophrenics or something like that. I forget it was anxiety. If you got anxiety, you might get Xanny balls or Xanax. Go ahead, Malak.
Saying they also got cannabis oil for like the food, to cook your food in.
But this is the thing, nobody wants to cook their food in goddamn broccoli oil. So why would you go get weed oil? That's what I mean. People try to be so goddamn slick. You cannot outsmart the Lord.
Right.
He knows, listen, the Lord, give me the scripture that says the Lord tries to bring to me. Give me that right there. Listen, the cannabis oil to cook in. Like, give me potato oil. What happened to regular vegetable oil? I guess that wasn't good enough. You know, there's such thing called olive oil. There's some right here. Hey, can we get some potatoes? Let me make some potatoes real quick. I got some olive oil. Give me some salt and pepper. Make some, what's that called? Home fries. Olive oil. The hell do I need home fries made with weed on you for? Well, what is it going to do? Cure my what? That's what I'm saying. What is it going to cure? It's not to cure anything. It's just to cook it. Well, we got olive oil right here. We go get vegetable oil. Why you don't want potato oil or broccoli oil? You need marijuana oil to cook, man. That people are so crazy, man. They be trying to outsmart the Lord, but they only lying to themselves, man. Anybody got it?
Oh, God.
Go ahead, read.
Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 10.
Go ahead.
I, the Lord, search the heart.
The Most High knows what's in your mind. He knows you went and bought that marijuana oil because you like to get high off of weed. And you hoping that the oil does something for you. It gives you a buzz, makes you feel a little bit lighter on your feet. Because you have no use for it. You gonna go through the ends of the earth to find marijuana oil when you can get vegetable oil or olive oil? You search high and low. I finally found it. Look, y'all got me some marijuana oil. Yeah, right. That's what's up. Why do you have marijuana oil? We can cook with it. Yeah, I know. Malaki, I know you probably heard that from a ton of different people, man. Yeah, we get marijuana oil. What's the other one? It's something about, weed brownies and weed cookies. You went through all that trouble to cook your weed into a cookie when you could have bought a cookie from the store. But the cookie from the store ain't gonna make you feel lighter on your goddamn feet, man. Which is why a witch should be put to death. You can't suffer a witch to live, man. Because the witch gonna be, I got it. Those guys say you can't smoke the weed. I can help you out with that. Let me whip you up a cookie or a brownie. Let me whip you up some marijuana oil. You know you can cook with it. Ridiculous, man. The Lord tries to raise him in. He knows. And listen, this is another thing the Lord knows. We know that he's envious of the white man. We have become envious of the white people, man, and what they have. Give me the book of Proverbs, man. 24th chapter. He's gonna start there, read down. You got 10 minutes. We'll read down whatever we can, man. This is a good chapter on being envious, man. Being envious of what anybody has. Just so happened, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we envious of what the white man has. Of what the slave master, our oppressor, our enemy, what he has. First off, the definition of envy means you want something that you desire something that someone else has. You want what they had, or you want the same feeling that they get from it. We envy the feeling that white people have when they snort a ton of cocaine. We want to have that same feeling. We want to feel wet. We want to pop a molly, but we can't. You want to feel that same good energy. You don't need it, man. You don't need it. It's a guarantee. We have grown to be envious of the white man. Go ahead and read Proverbs 24.
24:1. Proverbs chapter 24, verse 1.
Go ahead.
Be not thou envious against evil men.
Don't be envious against evil men. Why the hell we want to sell drugs? And this is what kills me, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, our whole dream about selling drugs is getting 1 kilo of cocaine. Like, that's so sad. That's so sad. You want one brick. You want to be a bricklayer. You're trying to get to what? A bird. One brick. The white man has $1 billion worth of bricks, man. The hell? Listen. This shows how much of petty hustlers we are. Shows how, listen, you want to get bricks. Oh, I got 24 birds. I made it to 100 birds before I went to jail. Well, nigga, you went to jail. My dad, right? My dad in the world. My father in the world. He made it to, and this is what's so funny. People say they made it to, they made it or they had so much, right? It's like a graduation. Like, yeah, I got my degree. Yeah, I had such and such amount of cocaine. So what? In the world, right? My father in the world, right? Because of course, commanding GEN.YAHANNA is all our father in this truth, right? He made it. He graduated, I guess, to 200 bricks of cocaine. But he went to jail for it his whole damn life. That's our whole desire, to get 1 kilo of cocaine. The white man has 17 tons of cocaine, which equals $1 billion worth of cocaine.
Right.
Who gives a damn? Listen, the greatest that we've ever made it to is not even a crumb of what the white man does. Now, what about his last $1 billion shipment of cocaine? What about that? You think that was the first $1 billion shipment? They shipping in billions of cocaine. You think this is the first one? You think he just made it to $1 billion and it just happened to get caught? Nah. Yeah, everybody you know is in jail on the last $1 billion shipment of cocaine. Yeah, that's all that happened. The white man, he made $1 billion in profit. Our people went to jail. I mean, that's just it. Don't be envious of evil men. Don't want everything that evil men have. The white man is an evil man.
Right.
He evil when he say we need to build a wall for the Mexicans because they smuggling drugs, and lo and behold, a ship nowhere near Mexico comes in with $1 billion worth of cocaine. How evil is that? Not to mention, you stole the land from the Mexicans. Imagine I steal your house. I steal your house. Put you out your house, tie up your children, make them my slaves, and put you out the house. And you standing outside the house like, can I just see my kids? I say, you know what? I need to build a gate, man. This is not from Miami. He's dangerous. I need to build a gate, man. He's trying to see his kids. Come on, man. That's in the past, Miami. The whole children, the whole family thing, I feel you, buddy, but it's in the past. You dangerous now. You might try to harm me. I need to build a gate. Then lo and behold, as I'm telling you, we need to build a gate. Some of my family members drop down through the roof and murder me. What a damn hypocrite, man. And they don't let my kids go. They keep my kids next. I'm talking all this, you dangerous. I need to build a gate for you. And one of my own family members coming through the damn people, man. The white man is an evil, wicked monster, bro. And we have learned to envy. We have learned to desire what the white man has. To desire the feeling the white man gets from getting high. The feeling he gets from being rich, from selling kilos of cocaine, from being what? Financially free. The white man is financially free all the time because he is the one that makes the finances.
Right.
We have grown to be envious of the white man. I'm not saying there ain't nothing wrong with, making money or whatever. But it's just the frame of mind, the ends of it. It's just what we go through to become financially free. To sell our people out to become financially free. Your pastor, they say this in the rap world. They say you an F nigga. Well, that's your pastor. He's an F nigga. He will sell you out. Read on. Why? Because he envious of evil men. Go ahead.
Come, sir. Come. Neither desire to be with them.
Don't desire to be with the white man either. You want to join hands and kumbaya with the goddamn white man and not see anything that he can do to you, man. I go, it's so much going on in the earth, man. It's so many coons and sellouts. It's so much evil, man. Martin Luther King, don't join to me. He wanted white men. He was so envious of white women. He wanted them so bad. He was so envious of the white man's daughter that he sold his entire race into a burning house so he can sniff cocaine and sleep with white boys, man. So he can join with white people. That's all he really wanted. To not feel like the Negro in the neighborhood. Because of course he lived in a good neighborhood. He felt like the nigger in the neighborhood. He just couldn't do it. He loved little white Becky that he grew up with, but had to marry a black woman because he's a nigger. He didn't even want her. He said, I didn't know, you didn't even want to be black. He just wanted to be high and white. And he almost got what he wanted. He almost got it. He was right there on his little pedestal. Imagine if Martin Luther King would have lived to this day. Can you imagine? Look at Farrakhan. Look how much of it. Farrakhan denounced Islam. He denounced Islam because of how much money he got. He wearing a slick back. He a pastor, basically. Now imagine if Martin Luther King would have lived. This nigga would be white. He thought Michael Jackson. He thought Michael Jackson or something. That nigga would have bleached himself white and changed his name. Oh man, he did change his name. He actually changed it to a white man's name. And listen, he probably be skinny and scrawny and cooked up like a mug.
Right.
Read on.
Come. Verse 2. For their heart studieth destruction.
But listen, a white man's heart, they study destruction. These evil men's hearts study destruction. Oh man, I gotta add the baking soda at the right time so that when the oil comes and locks up, wow, you learned all of that. You went throughout the ends of the earth to learn how to be a chef, which is what they call it when you cook cocaine. You went to the ends of the earth to be a damn chef, to chef it up, you whipping it real hard. That was the greatest thing, huh? The greatest thing was to see how many fiends you could get in 1 year. Wow. To see how much cocaine you can sell, to see how high you can get. You see that? Yeah, I need purple mixed with Sprite. Then I need me some 2 Xannies and an E-pill and some weed and some Henny. And now and a mom. And whoo! What? You learn all of that, huh? You went, yo, it's so sad, yo. It's not even funny, man. Because it's so sad, like the state of our people, man. It's ridiculous. All because we want what the white man wants. Black lives matter, really, do they? They don't matter to you. So why the hell you want them to matter to the white man? If Black lives matter, then stop selling drugs.
Right.
If Black lives matter, stop getting high, man. Do those 2 things first, and we'll know that Black lives actually matter. Because right now you have the Black Lives Matter event, and when you leave, you're going to go get high. Listen to this. You have the Black Lives Matter event, and when you leave, you're going to go serve the meeting. All right. You're gonna go back to the track and just serve the meeting. Black lives don't matter to you as a black man, or a Hispanic man, or a Native American Indian man. You just wish they mattered to the white man, but they don't even matter to you, man. Why? Because you envy what the white man has. You envy what evil men have. And you study destruction to get what they have. Read on.
For their heart studieth destruction, and their lips talk of mischief.
Yeah, man, I had to go do this, I had to go do that. Your lips talk of mischief, man. Yeah, caught me a lick today. Yeah, sure. Damn, where the weed at? Where the hoes at? Ain't that a saying in the hood? Where are the hoes? Where are the whores, my man? Your lips talking about mischief, man. F that nigga. That really, our lips talk of mischief, man. How much you need? Man, that's what's in our mind. Because we envy what the white man has. The white man can shit all the cocaine he wants to shit. But if we knew the laws of the Bible, and we lived by the laws of the Bible, man, like the men and the women in the I.S.U.P.K, none of that would even matter to us. Right. Like this story would not even be a story. It would just be like regular everyday life. Like this bastard shipped another $1 billion of cocaine. Wow, that's special. Well, I know he's been doing that since 1969. I know he's been doing that since 2019. He's been shipping $1 billion worth of coke. Wow, that's nothing, dude. You would keep on scrolling down your page. It wouldn't even be anything. Because we wouldn't get high. We might laugh at it. Might say, oh, it's about to be some more geeked up white boys today. As soon as they find that quote, oh man, you know what? Yo, we need a wall. We need to build a wall in the ghetto. Right. With that being said, man, it's 12:02. All right, this is Letting Hebrews Speak. I'm filling in for Captain Kyle, for Ryan General Isaiah Young. Let's give it up, you know what I mean? Brothers going so hard. All right. That being said, Shalom Israel.
Moving you with the hands. That's what I'm all about. In my eyes, visions in my mouth. They don't want no altercation. Situation gon' get critical. It's best to keep it easy. The enemy don't deliver from love. Flow like a river. It's something like a miracle. Loyalty in my veins. Loyalty in my ways. Can't pass the learning words. Plus the means in my heart. It's true in every word. Bring light into the dark. Night doesn't look more. Shit, I blaze in the seats. Got to win a deep with those. Just gotta watch you on these. Not been walking with them apes. So I guess I got this pistol for no reason. Niggas scared and free. Criticizing all our cheese. Motivating the weak. Now you won't make me slack off. These niggas fed and that's all. Better dead with me some back off. We bring shit like sex though. No, it's all crossed out. My eyes say I'm comfortable. No room for emotion. So I pull my heart motherfucker. He said he in the truth, oh yeah, bro, it's the home. And I don't hate them, brother. I'm just too long to my own. Plus what they believe, hard for me to follow. So right in your head, not even this body, sleep it hollow. So when they ask something to be taken, tell them absolutely. If I ain't sure my ways, but nothing, got extra truth. It's like I never doubt my tail, tucked between my legs. Shit, I be thinking, watching my daughters up in their bed. It's so smart, and a lot of shit so beautiful, but they ain't like other things, and they glad it pop usual. Now I'm missing because I'm done my father's business. They know the shit I used to do in that 98 days. Hands up the seats, see without wisdom, this world make me weak. I found out that the truth was bitter. The lies I speak, try everything. I guess me and Hannah had to meet. Now I make the blind see, and I make the dead speak. And teach all my little girls the day now with a man, they better bring the blood of dead sheets. Chaos make the time. This blood match my headpiece, and I ain't trying to take them out, but I will defend this house. We'll take a check. 144 and then black switch on some hitman shit. She called it 47. Praying for Armageddon. Me and my soldiers dressed for the wedding. Fuck the fame. Ask why tell them I'm going to the cave. Until the righteous reign. Going to the cave. I'm on this straight like a break the tape. Going to the cave. The devil say, hey, bitch, I'm going to the cave. Bring it hot. Bring it, bitch, I'm going to the cave. Until the righteous reign. Going to the cave. I'm on this straight like a break the tape. Going to the cave. The devil say, hey, bitch, I'm going to the cave. Bring it hot. Bring it, bitch, I'm going to the cave.